This is me driving down a highway into Chicago. Like the women in the video, our roads, highways and bridges need a lot of work. Plus, I think it is a lot more interesting than looking at some old guy talking. I want to thank all the people who have given me advice on improving my videos. Your feedback is greatly appreciated. The first video in this 3-part series showed that many single mothers do not consider the situation from the man's point of view. This video shows that many single mothers think they are the prize. They believe they are more valuable than a man without children, or more valuable than men in general. They believe having children with another man does not make them less desirable to men in general. The last part, or the last video in the series, shows what men fail to consider when they start a relationship with a single mother. Before I get into the video, I want to say a few things. Mr. Kevin Samuels was right about almost everything. In order to get to the level of understanding he attained when it came to women, you had to have gone through a lot of shit, a lot of hell. When he was on other YouTube channels as a guest, such as Melanie King and Fresh and Fit, he always said we needed to change things. We need to get the message out. Some other YouTube channels only have copies of his videos. So people are attempting to change things. People are trying to get the message out. When you ask women who hated Kevin Samuels, what did he say that was so wrong or so hurtful? None of them can tell you. All they can do is call him bad names. When I listened to his videos, I realized that he did not say anything that was bad or hurtful. He told the truth. We men are so conditioned to always be considerate towards a woman's feelings. So, when a person tells them the raw truth, we are shocked. We men tell each other the raw truth all the time. I think the reason why Mr. Kevin Samuels was so popular was because he said stuff to women that men worldwide think and believe. Therefore, he was wrong about one thing. He always said in the black community. The issues he addressed are not confined to only the black community. Based on cultural and subculture norms, women worldwide express the same things differently. Some countries have more of these types of women than others. What all of these types of women have in common is a lack of accountability and the need to be right all the time. They just express it differently. Basically, all these types of women are saying, make me feel good about myself. If you do not, I will feel hurt and angry. Like a child. The woman in the video displays herself to be a nice and caring person. This is how they trick you. By the time they start to show who they truly are, we men ignore the signals. The red flags. We men will start making excuses for their behavior, and not believing that what we are seeing is who they truly are. This is what almost happened to me. Because I was a nice guy, she thought I was a pushover. In the end, I told her directly. I do not like you. I do not like your mother. I do not like your friends. I do not want to marry you. I do not want to have children with you. Then I walked away. 3 months later, she attempted to hurt me because of it, but I was done. So it had no effect. If you marry one of these types of women, she will beat you down until you agree with her, even if she knows she is wrong. If you told her something deep, something that has hurt you in the past. If you got into an argument, she will use it to hurt you. Thus, basically telling you that if you disagree with me, then I will hurt you. Hence, a form of control, which is abuse. When people say that women are showing masculine energy, they are 100% wrong. Men do not talk to other men this way or act this way around other men. So, there is nothing masculine about what these women are doing. These types of women do not act or talk this way to other women or the sisterhood. We need to call it for what it is. It is abuse. We need to know the red flags. The woman in this video is a big red flag. The woman in the video said that the man is coming into her life, and what she has to offer is wonderful. I think she said the man will enjoy it. However, she never took into account the reality of her situation. These types of women like to pretend that they do not understand, or they ignore the reality of their situation. We men have to stop making excuses for these types of women. They are not stupid, and they are not delusional. These types of women will never consider the man's needs, or the man's point of view. My friend, who was an ex-adult film actress, filled me in on all this stuff. As she told me, they are not children, they are adults. They know what they are doing, even when they are doing it, and they know what the results will be. They knew how to act right when you two first started. Then, they waited until you got hooked, and then they changed the game, and this is when you need to run. They will use shaming tactics, manipulation, or act as if they do not understand. If they cannot get what they want, and in the way they want it, then men are trash, men are hurtful, men are insecure or possessive. All of which they know is a lie. One more thing. Many say that these types of women are liberal women. Conservative women do the same thing. Watch YouTube videos from old white Southern men that moved to the Philippines. Their ex-wives displayed the same behaviors. Plus, these types of women do not vote. All they do is complain. At the end, I put a link to another video I created called Another Way to Live. It is a nice short video. Everyone that watched it liked the video. Men and women. This video was one of the first videos I created, so I have not translated this video into every language. Therefore, it might not be at the end of every video. I had to add this additional part. It is the holidays in the United States, which means that I have to deal with my relatives. However, they also have to deal with me. Anyway, I told the women in my family about this video. I said that these women are really looking for is a man with a college degree. Men with college degrees, men who are in their 20s, do not want a woman that has children. Well, you can imagine what happened after I said that. Here we go. That is right. Crazy Uncle Todd. The women were upset, and replied by saying that there are men who have children in college, and some had their children before they started college. Thus, like the woman in the video, they all attempted to deny reality. I said no. How many men you know that have graduated college? They replied with, you, your brothers, and your nephews. I am almost in my 60s, and I have been to a lot of universities. Therefore, over the past 40 years, I have known a lot of men that have graduated from a lot of different universities. And not one of them had a child before or during the time they were in school. Plus, all of them after they graduated, did not want to get into a relationship with a woman that had children. After I said this, they ignored me and walked away. What I wanted to say, but I did not. But I wanted to. That is why none of you have had a man in over 30 years. And why you women who are in your 20s and 30s do not have a man. No man can deal with that shit. Then they would have replied by saying, you do not have a woman. Then I would have said, I do not want some crazy, old, dried up, immature delusional woman. This is why I avoid my family. One day I'm going to let it all out. Especially since I know I am probably leaving in July for Serbia, Thailand, the Philippines, and then Vietnam. I might also try Brazil and Colombia. When you know you are leaving and not coming back, you develop a big desire to tell the truth.
What do you think your value is relative to the market? An average woman, if an average woman is here, what do you think your value is?
If an average woman is there, I think my value will still be on average. Will still, and I'm just being honest, because regardless if I have 2 baby fathers or 4 baby fathers, well, I won't necessarily say 4, but regardless of the fact, I'm a damn good woman. And I'm going to hold myself up here regardless of the...
Ma'am, don't talk to me about your feelings. Let's talk about the math.
Yeah, we're talking
an average
about
woman is here.
You asked me, and that's my
okay, so you can't, no, you can't do that.
That's, okay.
Man, I don't know you. If you got to overtalk, you're losing.
I'm listening. I'm listening.
Okay, if an average woman, an average childless woman is here, you're saying your value is on par with her. How can that be?
Because that
according to the math, you have 2 children.
Yeah.
Does that increase your value?
Can I explain?
Do children increase your value to the market?
If they're good kids.
No.
If they're well-behaved kids.
I'm trying to be respectful, man. I'm trying to be goddamn respectful. Stop it. Check that shit. Man, I'll let you speak. This will go off the rails. This will go off the rails, ma'am. I don't do that.
Because you didn't let me answer.
Ma'am, you're not answering the question. Okay, here's what we're not going to do. Okay? I'll let you speak. Now, you can have a respectful dialogue, and if you're talking about you're such a good woman, show it. If a woman is average, does a woman, any woman, you or other, who has 2 children, does that increase her value to the market? Maintain it or decrease it? I don't care how great you think the kids are. We're talking about just bare numbers. Does it increase, decrease, or maintain?
Okay. Realistically, in this world, it decreases. It decreases.
Okay. So it decreases your...
But can I say something?
It decreases your... Ma'am, that's how it is. Your value... You're saying your value is here.
I get it.
You can believe...
But she can have no kids.
Okay, you're not... I can do this without.
I can't talk.
Oh, no, I'm running the show.
But she can have no kids, and she's still a bird brain. She's still less than. She's still.
Ma'am, how do you think you're coming across right now?
Listen, you asked me a question.
I'm asking you. I mean, seriously. Okay,
ma'am.
How do you think you're coming across right now? How do you think you're coming across right now? Because you're saying that I don't know you, but here's the thing: you have 2 kids by 2 different men. How come neither one of those men chose to marry you?
You know what? Because actually, they just wasn't in the life path for me to marry. I was young, and for one of the men, I mean, he just as I grew older with him, he was older than me. But as I start to, come into terms of what was going on in my life, I branched off. I grew apart from that. I didn't see no elevation with him. I didn't. And to be honest, the second man was really, honestly speaking, the second man it's somebody who I had known for a while, but it still happened like as a, I won't say wasn't a one night stand, but it was.
How about you just make, ma'am, when you start, okay, no disrespect, ma'am, I just asked you a direct question.
And
did either one of these, okay, ma'am, excuse me, did either one of these men propose marriage to you?
Absolutely not, because marriage wasn't even in their radar. Marriage wasn't even in their radar.
See, this is what I want you to talk. This is what I need you to understand. These women can talk, but ma'am, every time that I let you talk. You want to dominate the conversation? Yes. Ma'am, you have 2 kids. Your value to the market is below average. And all you have to do is judge by the caliber of men you mate with and whether or not those men even offered you marriage. Then all you have to do is judge based whether or not you required marriage. So we're here because you're a mother of 2 with 2 different guys talking about sharing a man, and you've shared your womb. So from the men's standpoint, why is it okay for you to expect the man to accept the woman who shared her womb with 2 men, and you're not willing to share his presence with another woman or 2? Answer that question. You shared your womb with 2 men. Why can't you share that man with 1 or 2 women?
Because he's coming into my life. My life. He wants to have something with me. We're having something with each other. We're not. And we say if he have kids, he share his semen with 2 other women. Because that's what it is. I didn't say
he had kids, ma'am. I just said you're making up stuff that I didn't say.
Okay, and if he didn't have kids, if he did not have kids, then I still do, because I'm not sleeping with my baby father.
I didn't say you were.
With them.
Ma'am, it doesn't matter if you're sleeping with them. Ma'am, it doesn't matter if you're sleeping with them or not. You have the kids.
Yes.
So, ma'am, what you're trying to do is you're being disingenuous, because you have to say, your logic is kicking in. You're like, damn, he's right. I have shared my body and my womb with 2 different men, and I have the product to show it. So he's coming into my life. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. That's another. You ladies value yourselves more than us. Ma'am, you are not, excuse me. No, you're going into his life. You're bringing 1, 2, 3 people to a man. And he's supposed to share you with your children, share you with their fathers, because you have to deal with them in some form or fashion. He's supposed to share all of that. Please make it make sense to where you can't even share his time with another woman. And he's got to share you with all that.
You know what? He's going to enjoy to share all
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Make the math make sense. No, don't give me the feelings. Don't give me the feelings. Make the math make sense. You've got 1, 2 children, 1, 2 fathers. That's 4 people he has to share you with. That's 1 woman split between 1, 2 kids, 2 fathers. That's 1 man. This is what it looks like, ma'am. This is what it looks like. 1 man, 1 woman, 2 kids, 2 men. Look, chick. Don't get mad at me because you sound crazy. He shared you with these 2 men.
Yes.
And now you got to share you with 2 kids.
Yes. 2 great kids. 2 well-behaved kids.
And see, and the thing is, man, what you don't want to.
2 loving kids.
What you don't, and that's nice. Man, I'm not saying anything about your children.
I know. But
the fact of the matter is, a man doesn't have to. You would be lucky to get a man. And that's the problem. And this is the problem I need. Everybody listening. Women like you, man, have been told and made to believe that your value is higher than a man, to where even when you do things that we all know lowers your value, that you still think it doesn't change, and a man still needs to come in and pay the highest price, meaning monogamy and potentially marriage with you.
Yes.
But you're not coming in at an untouched level.
Mm-hmm.
So let's just say this for argument. Let your hands go up this. Let's just say you believe what I believe. Let's just say you believe what I believe in this instance, that you would be lucky to have a man, period. If you believe what I believe, answer the question. If you'd be lucky to have a man, period, would it be all right to share it?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Thank you. You all have a great night.
So I want you guys to understand, man. I want you guys to understand this is the mindset. When they got to run because it does not make any sense.
Thank you for watching. Please click the like button, subscribe, leave a comment, and share this video.